Hi everyone, my name's Helen Bassett and I've been a field visual judge for Drum Corps Europe since 2009. So far this recording sounds like the start of one of my field visual tapes, but for those of you that have had to listen through those before, I promise not to speak too quickly, run out of breath or be too enthusiastic. Today I've been asked by the DCE board to put together this short soundbite to talk through the myths of the field visual caption, aiming to help members, instructors and fans alike to gain a better understanding of the caption that I work on. There are obviously many myths about judging in general, but with a focus on field visual I've chosen my top 5 to talk through today. Myth 1. The field visual judge will only be sampling the horn line and drum line. Well, I can tell you this is definitely not the case. The field visual judge should aim to evenly sample between all sections of performers on the field. This includes the guard as well as the horn line and drum line. This can involve covering a lot of ground in one competition day. I always say that I feel like I get to march every show in the competition rather than just the one show I did when I was a corps member myself. We're also on the field, we're aiming not to distract the audience from the corps performance by getting in the way of members, etc. Hence why we are wearing such a stylish black outfit. Myth 2. The field visual caption is just about marching technique. Well, the caption is definitely about a lot more than just marching technique. If you read the DCE manual, the caption is actually split into 2 areas, content and achievement. Content is looking at the challenge that's been written for the members, whilst the achievement side looks at how well the members are performing the content. To give you a bit of an idea, the content side of the caption includes sampling areas such as depth and range of form, body and equipment responsibilities, simultaneous responsibilities, which means where challenges are layered for the performers, range and depth of expressive qualities, which means considering things such as flow, weight, time or space. Looked at variations in spaceline and orientation, which considers things such as interval, dress, covers, turns, those sides of things. Looks at variety in form, body and equipment techniques, styles and roles, and of course changes in meter, pulse and tempo. The other side of the sheet, the achievement side, will then look at how these simultaneous responsibilities are handled. So it looks at control, the timing, the articulation, the style changes in all those areas of content I've mentioned. But it also looks at things such as the ability to recover, the training being shown, and of course environmental conditions. Myth 3. A corps should expect to score higher on the field at each show as the season progresses. Now, it's a good thing to remember that the caption asks for sampling, and therefore if a corps were to perform twice in one day, so if you think of a championship competition where corps perform at a prelims and a finals performance, different people, different sections and different content could be sampled from different points in a show. So where there are only subtle differences between scoring in corps, so what I mean by that is the scores in any 2 corps are between 1 and 3/10 difference. Those numbers are suggesting that if both corps performed again on the same day, the placings, the rankings could easily switch around depending on what content is sampled and how well the content is achieved. In Europe we also have other factors that can affect field visual scores. So I mentioned earlier the environmental conditions depending on the weather, also having to make big changes to shows mid-season with limited rehearsal time. The field visual caption looks at the accumulation of the samples and therefore content may not be achieved as well in some of the changes because the caption is based on derived achievement. So we're looking at both the content and the achievement side of the caption at the same time. Myth number 4. The corps with the highest field visual score wins the high visual trophy at a championship contest. Well, that's definitely not true. The high visual award is calculated by adding the ensemble visual caption and the field visual caption together. In the event of a tie, co-winners get declared. And finally, myth number 5. The best thing to do to get a high visual score will be to challenge the members with lots of variety in visual content on the field. Now, if a corps displays a variety in visual content on the field but cannot meet their musical responsibilities at the same time, they may not be showing training in terms of the achievements side of the sheet. Also, these added visual challenges may be at the detriment to their musical caption scores. It's always important to remember that there are 8 captions being judged at a contest. Therefore, it's key to consider a balance between the criteria of each of the captions when putting together your field content. Instructors should also be careful to write to the ability of members, ensuring that ability and training is compatible with the challenge that is being written for the members. So guys, thanks for listening. Just want to say good luck to all corps at the National Championships this month, as well as obviously those participating at the European Music Games at the end of September. I'm really looking forward to seeing some great performances and some inspirational moments. Thanks.